Goes from Ben. Chovy on the way. Q3 forward. Fate sealed. Gonna go. Ben. Nice sidestep. Ghosting out. Chovy trying to cover the escape route, but ghosting TF is damn fast. Unbound Soul wants the Q3 for the knockup to interrupt the Destiny, but has to snap back. Ben should just be able to ult out if he so chooses. But of course doesn't have it for another 8 seconds. 7 counting down. And Peyz is going to get curl credit. Ben, nice sidestep trying to turn it back, but that's the Requiem. Sing a song for Ben.
Is he out?
But he's out! He's out! A song of survival! No, Peyz!
They've got to force, they've got to force. They still have Chovy's ultimate here, so Yone is like their possibility of a turn.
Shouldn't be stolen, but can they win the fight?
Knight using the shapeshifter, spotting them out. Chovy fishing for the angle, Q3, while the rest of the team burns it down, but it's been off to the side. The objective isn't falling fast enough. Fate sealed, they just want to finish it, they just want to take the Baron, but can they get the follow-up fight? Elk untouched for now, he doesn't have a flash, but it might not matter. Abyssal dive, backstep from Elk, Dawning Shadow, only connecting on the Lucian is Ben, desperately tries to make a stand, but the 4-man core of Gen G takes the Baron, and they get the fight.
The chunk damage, the cooldown already used, and Gen G will force.
Destiny there. TP behind, empowering them. Elk stepping up. Damage onto Lahan's not a priority target. Peyz also getting chipped away. Chovy going over the wall onto Ben, knocking him back with the Soul Unbound will bring him in. Shun gets the timing wrong. He can't quite get into the pit.
Are they flipping this?
5K. Are they willing to? Gen G
Look
debating on the next play. Q3 is there for Chovy if he wants it. Knight going over the wall. The timing on the blast cone. He locks up too, but they're not really priority targets. Keen still stepping up. Elk taken down. Dawning Shadow over the top of the fight. The Elder falls. BLG out of options. Out of game 1.
Somehow no one dies on Gen G!
Just to burn Chovy's flash.
But that is one of the most useful things that top laners do in lane swaps is pay their visits towards mid. But here's the teleport in.
Punish. Hook perfectly timed by Lahans. We haven't seen it in a while, but that's the crank, baby.
You invested 4 people towards mid, and Keen is just catching waves. The kill going over to Bin, I think, is quite huge, but especially with the flash invested as well, I think Gen G are going to take this.
Ultimately, I'm not good at math, but it did look cool. And now we're going to see if Lahens can land another hook. Knock up there. Glacial to make sure the slow and on is in trouble. Lahens is on fire in this game.
Chovy doesn't have TP.
On. Face checking the bush. Initial CC locking up. He's trying to backstep. Permafrost is there, but Knight is body blocking. Lahens hitting the hook in the nick of time. And down goes the support, but Shun looking to follow up. Face call to bring him back. Knight committing for the kill. Now 3 members in the pit. Knight in the midst of everybody. Knight just trying to hold on. Cloud Drake starting to do a little bit more damage. Knight got nowhere to go. Peyz rips the spear out of him. Just a quick pick. Again, Gen G. Good use of Canyon.
Important here is that there is no objective besides his mid lane turret. Are they going to dive out? Because the sums available, and we see the rotation comes through. Gen G wants to look for this.
Hook onto Shun. Knight there to try and follow up. Ulti immediately used. Gen G, are they happy with just that cooldown? The arrow to Peyz. The most important target to hit for the interrupt. The CC denied the Fate's call. Peyz making it out is disastrous for BLG.
Critical cleanse there from Peyz also allows him to ult Lahens and pull him back. Now another one.
Another hook onto Shun, and again the follow-up is there. Peyz this time gets the setup. The root's going to connect, they're trying to body block for Lahens. He's still standing for now. Elk forced to flash out. Now the Q comes in. The stretching strikes doesn't even need it. Let's bounce going across to Elk. They don't quite have the damage though, and On and Elk are now on the chase. Bin in the midst of the fight, trying to take Keen down. They know that he's got no passive, but Canyon's ready to frontline. The flash in! Lahens! Another hook! Another stun! Peyz still alive, but they don't want to take the risk. Gen G backing away, knowing Knight is coming.
A little bit overeager. BLG is always ready to scrap.
Lahens.
Not again.
Again! He does not miss!
The God Hand is on the rift.
Q3 ready, knock up, Fate's call, hitting on to Knight, on flashes, but Knight cannot. Has to get out to safety, running. Peyz tries to follow up with the Pierce, but it does not hit. Morning passive stacking rapidly, helping them shred through the objective. It's lethality, clips them, and Spears are still going to do a little bit of work. On finds the stun on the Lahens. Rocks the Celestial opposition. Gen G, have they bet too much on this call? Lahens waiting off the outside. Wants to keep Shun out of the pit. Crucially, Chovy eating forward, knowing the objective's already done. As long as he denies Ben, they'll get it. Purple Worm down. Ben in the middle of 5, and it was not the call they needed. Purple Worm for Gen G. Shun though wants to keep the fight. On is there. Knight waiting over the wall. He needs to find the angle, but the rest of his team is already dead. Keen not afraid to pull the trigger. Triple kill for Peyz in the midst of it all.
He is about to finish his GA.
Look, when the beefy boys show up, they need somebody to do the damage, and that has been Peyz. Ben, though, in the 1v1, has 2 items, but doesn't have enough to fight 3 people. Again, it's the same story. Gen G are collapsing beautifully in this game.
And then we have Canyon and Keen, both of which are going to feel basically indestructible. And they keep collapsing onto Bin.
Bin tried so hard to take Chovy out of the equation, but every other member of Gen G stepped up in his place. Now he's amongst 3. Attack sweep to kick off. The hook already hit. The follow-up, and Chovy's on the way. Peyz, absolutely legendary.
Literal or in a metaphorical
this
way.
Is why,
I don't see it,
all I'm saying is this is why we have weight classes in boxing. You're not allowed to fight someone who just weighs an extra 80 kilos. Quick arrow follow-up there. Peyz, legendary. Marching into the base of BLG. The fall there on flashing out of his own base. Shockwave only connecting onto Canyon, and now the turn is there. The lethality Callista, and it's a slow goodbye tonight. He tries to get the damage down. Another elastic slingshot, but nowhere is safe for BLG in this game 2. Double kill for Peyz. Get involved. Arrow body blocked. Baron falling. BLG. Will they try to mount their last stand here? Knight's Veil. Keen though already ready to kick the fight off. The Zac coming through. Peyz over the wall with the Pierce. Now the follow-up as well. Shun ulting. Chovy not quite going to connect on his. Pulled back into the pit. The fate sealed. Not going to do a lot. Elk gets taken out. Peyz legendary. And bought the last one standing. Empowered minions. Supers. Keen charging the elastic slingshot. Where's he going to go? Opts to go for the cancel. Stretching strikes doesn't hit. On. Walks up, but it's just a tickle. Another stretching strike canceled. They're just trying to move the cannon minions in. Chovy now looking to find him, but doesn't hit. Crucially, though, Elk fires the ultimate, and now the fight's already kicked off. BLG trying to find their turn. BLG with Bin trying to find the angle. The fate's call for Peyz is there, and that's the kill record. 19 coming through for Peyz. Will he make it? 20. Gen G obliterating BLG in the base, but there's still 4 members standing. Peyz continuing to walk forward. It's a shutdown onto Lahens. BLG will hold the line. Knock up for Shun. He wants to keep the fight going. Chovy now trying to back out, trying to buy a bit more space for the team. Q3 going through. He can snap back if he wants to.
Double GA.
Unstoppable, but on. Pops the GA. And they finish him in the meantime. Peyz, the Q angle is big. Chovy still living for an extra second. Canyon with the interrupt. Idol finally got one. Peyz wants to finish it right here. One more. Auto! The triple! The finish! The rend for Peyz! Gen G are going to go up 2-0.
That's 22 kills blown up by Peyz. He dropped an absolute nuke here in game number 2.
Flash back out, the shockwave whips. Chovy Q3 not going to connect either. Peyz still standing. Still doing a lot of work, but BLG holding for now. They've lost on. The repush going to come through. Keen has TP.
He wants the TP back in. He is regenning. Gen G now looking for the end. Can BLG find it again? No shockwave.
Ends the flash. He hits Elk. And the clutch. He shows up, and now the turn. Now the fire back. BLG doing everything they can. Bin is still up, but he just can't find the right target. Trying to cut through Canyon. Trying to keep it going. Knight going to get taken out by Keen. And in game 2, BLG may have found a fight. But Peyz is breaking records, and Gen G are moving on to match point.
And credit to Canyon for the end. By Jungle Goat, he punishes On's positioning. On thought he was safe with the spell shield. Canyon went up, he smited it off, hit the ultimate.
Move over towards the Krugs. Again though, Elk and On are now completely isolated from any jungle support. Diana, after taking the top side Raptors, I'm sure would love to try and get them again. But Canyon sees an angle.
A flash on.
Lahens does have flash.
Angle to set things up. On, now gonna Abyssal dive out. They don't get the CC. Crucially, Hook though gonna connect instantly onto the center. First blood, the flash, too damn late.
It's an overstep from Gen G that BLG can finally find that punish. Their first kill of the game will result in a Herald being secured. But with the Dragon in 10 seconds, Gen G can just look to put themselves on soul point.
Gen G is really tunneling on getting this mid lane turret because they're the poke comp, want to try and take that down. Lahens hooks a minion.
Poke, ulti going in onto Elk. Elk trying to get into the Shroud and get away. Nice damage onto On, Spiraling Despair, somewhat effective. Bin now trying to get away as well. Severing Bolt only hitting On. Canyon happy to walk into the tower because he can one-shot it with the Lich Bane. Clean pick in mid to take On out of the equation as the Herald will eventually fall to Shun.
With Chovy and Peyz alive, they're saying, let's go for it.
TPN, this is their opportunity. This is their window. Nabori finished for Knight. Already in the play, Gen G risking a lot to contest here. The AoE from Chovy, will it be enough? Bin stepping up. Unkillable, the root connecting from the way. Nice bit of damage on the Spiraling Despair. They're all caught in the back of the pit. Maybe they can turn it back. On now spinning it out to keep the jungler standing. Chovy already taking down On. The bear getting lowered. They will shield secured on the side of BLG, but now Gen G are on the hunt, looking to take as many buffs away as they can. Knight running, Elk running, Ben trying to find a way out without it. Costa not going to connect on the spear, crucially. Knight in trouble, Peyz taking one, Lehen's going to look to make it two. They get the Baron, but they lose so many in the trade.
Shun connects the E. We're back to live as the dragon spawns in 10 seconds and the fight over the mid wave begins.
Only buff is on Bin. Bin, 1.4k gold up. He needs to come up huge, otherwise Gen G gonna get soul here.
So often the story for BLG, Ben, the one who can come up clutch. Abyssal Voyage not going to connect anybody but on. Incredibly tanky. Shun fishing for the angle. Knockup is there. Knockback coming in for Keen. Currently a 4v5. But the damage, not enough to lock down Ben.
Gen G need to play these fights slower. They need to leverage their range, their poke, force BLG to walk into their damage over time. An all-in from BLG is exactly what they're looking for. And here we
connecting.
are. Gen G now slowly starting to disengage a little bit. The healing valuable from Elk as the dragon is
Another
started.
Abyssal dive into the back line. On getting shredded though, the follow-up not there. Chovy quick to punish as they walk into the choke. It's a free kill for the side of Gen G. Now at a man disadvantage, do they want to keep going? Shun praying for the 5-man, praying for the angle. Gen G aren't going to give it to him. Fate's call going in. Elk down. Only 3 members left on the side of BLG. Slowly but surely, with patience, Gen G are winning the fight. Ben getting lower and lower. Knight now pulled back, knocked into the wall. It's clean from Keen in the nick of time. Ben running. He will not get out. Steadfast as ever. Keen denies the exit. Shun will not find his ulti. He will not find his angle. And Gen G obliterate BLG.
Gen G!
They can force the TP out from Bin. And again, try and face check this comp. Go ahead, do it without Bin.
Keen, bit of harass, spiraling despair, now denying the Diana her exit. And with the ulti taken off the table, it's so damn easy for Gen G. Lehen's already hitting the hook on the Knight. Chovy immediately going to fall up with a bit of extra poke. Ben trying to buy as much time as he can, but Knight is getting taken down. Keen on the Poppy, just refusing to die, will dash back. This Knight manages to hit him with the ultimate, and in the meantime, Canyon coming in, doing so much damage. Gen G
Here first, but BLG take control.
Lehen's has to be incredibly careful, very squishy. Knight with long range engage in the form.
Package.
Shadow Strike. On, tries to find the handshake. It does not work, and now it's the package across the entire team. On just tries to turn it back. Shadow Strike. Shadow Surge, excuse me, the fear coming out. Knight trying to burn through Peyz. It's so down quick, but he doesn't have the follow that he needs. Now it is Ben stepping forward, unstoppable, trying to lock down Canyon. The fear coming through, but he can't even walk away as Shun grabs the kill. With the lead because of that pick on to Chovy. But Gen G first on the setup. Package available for Chovy. BLG have to respect that cooldown. Ben, a bit of a sidestep there. Gold card locked for Keen as they just hover in Fog of War. Shun on the flank will be spotted out by the Sapperling. And another flank coming. Now Ben stepping up, pulling onto Elk is a solid start to the fight. Pull back onto the jungler, trying to get him out of the pit. Canyon in the midst of everything, though. He just wants to get this back. Ulti's traded left and right. Tidal wave. Not a lot of effect, and it's still Shun next to the Drake. Shun trying to turn it back, but it is Canyon who will deny with the steal. Knight connects on the Shadow Surge, but it doesn't look like they want to take the fight. BLG need to get the hell out. It's Keen stepping up, a handshake to disengage. On knowing this one's over, but Keen's not finished yet. Bailout, absolutely nothing out here.
Peyz out of position, but a nice response, and now the Baron is being forced.
It's 100% the Hail Mary. They need a miracle now in Chengdu in front of a home crowd. Anticipation. The flank coming in from Keen, BLG being heralded to their demise, but Ben once again wants to make the difference, pulling back onto 3, and goes 9 to the backside, locking multiple members of the fear, but he's already getting shredded through, and Peyz is still standing. There's absolutely no follow-up on the illusion, but finally, Chovy will drop. Hope for a brief moment for BLG, the flash over the wall coming in, it's clutch! BLG! It shouldn't be possible, but they're finding the way in the fight. Keen with the gold card will lock up Ben. Peyz is still standing. Peyz stands tall, and Ben drops.
Poke has to land here, particularly on.
I mean, here we go.
Gen G in the pit, focusing on
This
the objective.
melts.
Package is there, getting shredded. Shun looking to lock down Chovy, immediately going to ult. Defaulty now going to take it back, though. Package keeping him safe. They're trying to force the fight, but Gen G, Peyz still standing. Baron still up in the meantime, but Gen G find the advantage. One member already down, Shun out of the equation. Knight going gold, and Gen G again finding their angle. The Baron will start to release, and Knight will drop. Bailout not enough. Elk running. They're desperately trying to kill Peyz, and now it is a story. It's been so many times in this series. It has been versus the world. Elk and On doing their best to support, but Chovy getting chunked out. The spears are still lethal from the side of Elk, but the rocket is there. The big one for Chovy. The finish to the fight. Gen G about to end it here. BLG crumbling in the face of the Baron. Gen G discipline in the fight.
BLG will be picked apart in the fight.
If they'd gotten him, that could have been big, but he was able to flash over the wall as they were thrown at him as
Bin again trying to make the difference. The pullback there, bubble good from the side of Gen G. Cass now coming out to look for the disengaged shun. It's disjointed. Knight can go forward, but he's only connected onto Canyon. Tidal Wave is there as well. Hostile takeover for On. Does nothing. Peyz Call to pull him back. Gen G on the march. Gen G looking to put the final nail in the coffin. It's a 3-man knockup. Elf finishes the job on Canyon. They kill one, but Gen G are still stepping up. Bin wants to make the difference, but it's Peyz calling Elf, cutting him down. That's not enough. The bailout does nothing. BLG about to lose it all.
Look at the other base.
We gotta get
Holding
the
the
line.
line.
7 years the LCK has waited. 7 years Gen G has waited. A lifetime Chovy has waited. But he and Gen G are your MSI champions.
we finally did it! And the man that shows no emotion hugs the rest of his team. Gen G